or I'll leave.
Thank you for talking again, guys. No, yeah,
Wait, did you
I
just start?
started it right when you started talking.
Leave it in, baby.
Leave it
Let's
in.
go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of the MiniBoys podcast. And today, we're going to be interviewing one of our members, one of the 5 members of the podcast. If you don't remember, it is Kyler, myself, Sam, G, and Sean. And today is Sam's turn. Last week was myself, so if you didn't
Sam
listen
was
to that
really
one,
looking forward to this episode.
Yeah.
I want to point that out to
They
anyone
really-
listening. Sam really wanted to do this. Yeah.
He would not shut up about it.
Yep,
Bro,
true.
Sam loves talking about himself, so
Okay, all right.
I wanted to do it to this week, but Sam was like, "No, like,
Shut
I
your
get
mouth.
to do it,
Shut
or
your
I'm
mouth.
off."
I don't want to hear from you. All right, first question. Let's go.
All right,
Boom.
so
You
it's
sounded
city.
you sounded like a pissed off mother.
That's our relationship, actually.
Shut your mouth.
kind of
I don't
is.
want to hear from you.
okay. So just so everybody's like in the clear, like Sam not want to do this at all. But the reason I thought Sam should go next is because so we started off with Kale just because he's the one who started the podcast. And then I thought Sam and Kyler should be going next because they live together. They're the 3 people that live together in Minnesota right now. So we're going to add a little bit of structure behind
Nice
like the
little
order we're going.
continuous, yeah.
Yeah.
Get the Minnesota.
Sam,
life
answer
and
quick so we can talk about the party bus.
We'll
Okay.
cover East Coast. You got
Yeah.
West Coast.
Speedrun.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, so I mean, just first of all, you can just start off with introducing yourself, Sam. If you have any nicknames, stuff like that, and if you obviously we just said where you're from Minnesota, but like maybe where if you been there your whole life, where you grew up, and if you want, you don't have to show your age. It's up to you. It's totally up to you. But those are the first like just a little intro by yourself, real quick.
Okay. My name's Sam.
Samuel.
Samuel
Be more formal,
for the
please.
full name. Yeah. I
Last
Middle
name,
name?
maybe?
do
Last name?
Samuel. No.
Middle name?
No. Okay.
Social security.
Alright, dude,
My
whatever.
name's Sam. I had a nickname when I was younger. It was Binky. That's kind of fun, you know. When I was in
Binky?
daycare.
Wait, I
Binky.
don't remember that.
You know, like the character from Arthur? I think his name's Binky, right?
Yeah, the bully.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The
What?
bully.
The bully?
Called
No,
Binky,
but I
wait.
think it was because it's another name for like a pacifier too, I think. And I think
Yeah,
I was
it
like
is.
very
That's
into
what
my
I called
pacifier maybe when I was younger. And,
Are you still into
Yeah.
it today?
oh yeah,
Okay.
big time.
You into Binky play?
Okay, so what else? Yeah, next question.
We've already traumatized him.
I've
broken.
I've lived in Minnesota most of my life.
Mhm.
I moved to Arizona for like 8 months, and then my family and I were like, we want to go back. Smile, and we went back.
Did anyone ask him a question, or he just
That
said
was part of the question. He was
Oh,
like,
okay, okay.
God damn. Wait, so you lived in Arizona for 8 months?
yeah, for like 8 months. We went there.
How
lived there
little
for,
were
like-
you? Do you remember?
I was going into 5th grade. It was after my 4th grade
Okay,
year
okay.
in Minnesota.
That's
and
when
then-
you start to think girls are cute and stuff.
Yeah,
No.
I dated a girl in Arizona, and like the teacher like had to confront us and be like, "Hey, are you guys dating?" And
Wait,
so-
what?
She okay, there were like 2 couples, right? I was one with this girl named Hannah, I think, and like
Oh, you just
I
doxed her.
think like
I know.
well, I think we were maybe like passing notes or something, and like it was maybe disrupting class, so she wanted to like talk to us and be like, I don't remember what was said, but I think we were brought up to be like, "Hey, are you guys like?" I don't know what she asked if we're dating or what, but I think
Yeah.
we both said no.
Oh,
Even though
okay.
and then it was, she I think wanted me to like trade her. We had like these like name card things or something, and she wanted to give me hers, and then she wanted me to give mine to her, and I was like, no. I didn't want to give mine up. And so I think we broke up shortly after that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was
Wait,
like
wait.
It's too much strain.
Did you have sex
Yeah.
with her?
no, it was no, it was 5th grade, man.
Hey, girls hit puberty early. So.
Come on.
No, dude,
Yeah.
I was too scared to even like talk to her most of the time, so that's whatever.
That's
I'm
a
still
really
afraid of
good
women,
thing.
so
So
Yeah.
you wouldn't trade name cards with her, and she broke up with you?
yeah, we had like these. I think it was like name cards or something, and she wanted to trade, and I didn't want to. I wanted to keep
On your
mine.
cubbies? Did you have
Yeah.
cubbies?
Oh, I
did we
did.
back in Arizona? I don't know if we did.
Do you remember her last name?
I miss
No.
cubbies.
What the fuck? What does that matter?
Well, I thought maybe you could like look her up.
Remember her address?
What?
Reconnect.
Oh,
God,
God,
stop.
Reconnection on the podcast.
I do have a few of the some of my classmates from Arizona I have as friends on Facebook, but that's about the extent of it.
Hey, yeah, Facebook back in the day?
Binky.
What the fuck? Yeah, they called me that in
That's the
fifth
name
grade
of our
too, so-
podcast right there. Hey Hannah, it's me,
Binky
Binky.
time.
Yeah. So yeah,
okay.
it stayed there until like the end of, it was like in December. Then we moved back. We moved in like May, June, something like that, and moved back in December. End of
Mm.
December. So
And then you've
Is it
been
really
here ever since,
random?
or there?
I
Yep, I've
cannot
been.
think of
Oh.
what Sam looked like as a baby. I just picture him as a baby with just as chiseled of a jawline.
What the
That's
fuck?
I do too. Actually, I do too.
His hair
Just
up
like
in a tie.
a baby with Sam's head but smaller on top of it. Anyways, continue.
Oh.
What?
Next question.
I mean, you kind of talked a little bit about how you were as a kid, but like, I don't know if you can elaborate a little bit more of how you were like as a kid or like a teenager maybe, and like how you are now, and like, did anything change? Like, do you feel like, or like, what changed between then and now? I guess.
Between when I was a kid and now,
Yeah,
well, I already
maybe
said
like
it, but
high school. It doesn't have to be a kid. Like, it could be like high school days to like now maybe and stuff like that.
okay.
When did you find out exactly how much the world sucks?
Right. I think that. I mean, with that, I think it was a more recent development. I mean, I grew up in a small town as a white boy, and I didn't really have to, deal with a lot of different struggles that a lot of other people go through. But I think later, like into college, and then like after college too, when I was working, like the start of the pandemic, I started, watching streams, just getting more into politics. Started watching Hassan a lot in like 2020, and he really helped show me how much the world sucks. I'd watch him like every day.
Living in the city where George Floyd took place
Yes,
at the
and
time of that, probably too.
yes, that was a big part of it as well. And it was cool how I mean, I started watching Hassan a few months before all that happened, and like, I mean that, him just helping me to learn more about politics, like encourage like that, having that new base of knowledge. I think I was then able to form like new opinions and just think about the world very differently. And it. I think he was part of the reason like I went to the protests and I went to like like the cleanups and like the volunteering that we did. Sean was there, Kyler was there too, and yeah, I mean, I've changed a lot since high school. I mean, there is video evidence of how much I've changed. Kyler, Michael, and I were watching some videos of me.
Oh,
I've seen
When
some
I
of those
was-
videos. Yo, maybe we could insert a little clip here. Maybe we could insert.
Yeah, oh, this is a great time to insert a clip. Yeah, but no, I mean, I've grown a lot. I've matured a lot. My accent has changed. I don't sound like such a Minnesotan anymore. Probably
Don't you
still do a
know?
little bit, but oh my god, I watch my old videos and I'm like, I sound
I'm
ridiculous.
from
but-
Minnesota, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Speedball Man Sam 32 here, coming at you with the new
Another
Call of Duty.
vlog.
Sam, you forgot to throw in a slur or two.
Oh yeah, my bad. No, but yeah, I've changed a lot. Overall, I think I've become a much more open-minded person, and just I'm
Open-minded.
yeah. I just I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. I just think I've learned a lot about the world, and I think living in the cities and also just starting to become more in tune with what's going on in the world really helped with that too. So
The cities is
Hell
the
yeah.
Twin Cities for those
this
of you.
yeah,
who
the
aren't
Twin
aware.
Cities. Yeah.
You went from a small town boy to like a city boy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then
That's the
back
small
to small
town,
town
boy.
and back to big town.
Yeah, but I still can't talk to women, so that's
Yeah.
still the same.
If anybody
you,
has
Main
you seem to have
takeaway.
brought that up twice, Sam. Do you have some kind of
we're
thing
looking
with
for
women?
tips.
Right. No,
And
I
Women
just,
are too.
I'm still very
Oh,
insecure.
Not the ones we
oh,
find, bro.
I just
Oh,
got that.
I will say too, another reason I think I grew a lot was because I started going to therapy. I went to therapy for like 2 years. That was very helpful for a number of reasons. I have OCD, had OCD for most of my life, and it helped a lot with that. And just feeling like it helped me with like confidence as well, and just helped me to learn a lot about myself. And that I think helped me to grow a lot. So that's another reason I think I've grown a lot since like high school and stuff.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. um, see, how do you think someone else would describe you if like somebody was describing you right now?
Right now, like I'd say prone. Back issues, old.
Prone
Um,
on the
Oh,
ground.
He said prone.
Just say Sam and Kale's
Can't
chat, and you'll
sit.
get all you need.
Yeah, just say my name in Kale's chat, and you'll see how
Sam
people
Boomer.
normally describe me.
Boomer.
Yo, shout out. If anybody knows how to do a coin flip in Twitch chat, I would like to know. You know, exclamation point flip coin, help me out.
I just want to remind everyone who doesn't know, Sam cannot currently sit. He lays on our living room floor at all times of the day.
Mhm.
He's the keeper of the living room.
That
Yeah.
why you haven't been on or doing anything
Yes,
fun?
that's
Yes,
100%
that's a big
why.
reason.
I
I'm
was like-
currently yeah. It's
I look forward to the podcast because it's the one time a week I talk to Sam lately.
True.
yeah. I'm having to like right now. I'm not even in my chair. I'm on my knees on this cushiony little pad.
Do you find
But-
yourself in that position often?
So you obviously already have the pad. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
He's ready, yo.
but no, normally my day consists of like me waking up, stretching, eating, going for a walk, lying on the living room floor for like an hour or two, eating again, lying down some more, maybe watching a TV show, stretching, then going to bed.
did you finish
Um,
Food Wars?
No, I didn't finish Food Wars, not yet.
Damn.
Unfortunately.
Wait, so how did you hurt your back again, or what happened? Like, what's going on?
It was from lifting. I heard it similarly.
That was a beer burp. My bad. I
Okay.
forgot to mute my mic.
You're good.
Cut that.
I'm keeping it in. I heard it similarly 2 years ago. I did deadlifts.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I had like a herniated disc or something. I had like a lot of back pain that kind of extended into my butt and then my leg. And that took like a few months to heal, and it was hellish. This time I did it doing squats. Both times I think I hurt myself just from probably improper form for the most part. But this time it's not as bad, but it still limits my range of motion, and like I can't run. I like moving quickly will probably hurt as well, and I just it's not fun. I just emailed a chiropractor today, so maybe
Nice.
that'll help. Who
I do know a
knows?
very good one. Right by the Basilica.
Link me, bro.
Yeah. He did the
Awesome.
cupping thing on me where they do like the suction cup and you'll have like the red marks all over you and it looks like there's
That
like
sounds
big
fucking
leeches
sick.
on you.
I want to do
Oh
that.
shit.
He does like soft tissue massage and chiropractic, so he's super.
Damn.
I'll send you his website.
Dude, send it to me
I'll-
too.
I'll be like Michael Phelps at the
Yeah.
Olympics.
Yeah, only Michael Phelps.
Because he's the only one that's had
He's
that
the
done
only
before,
guy
right?
who gets cupped.
Yeah.
Cupped and fucked.
What was your original question though, G? I forgot. Like, it's like how?
It was just how do you think someone else would describe you?
Yeah, I think I
He
answered it how I
described
wanted to.
himself as
Yeah.
prone.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong. But
That's
No,
just
it's
funny, like,
been shitty. The back pain, but I'll get through it. Just gotta be
Feels bad.
patient.
Yep.
Mhm.
One day he can play sports again, I believe.
Yes,
True.
hopefully.
Yeah, you better not be like that next mini trip, Sam, because I'm trying to play volleyball, I'm trying to play spikeball, I'm trying to
I
play everything.
know. That's why I'm
He's
trying to get
trying
healed
ball,
up.
man.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
want
just
to run and
ball.
do things.
Bro, I actually got an ultimate. I might be playing ultimate tomorrow. We'll see. So
Okay.
Okay.
if you like ultimate G, I don't know.
Yeah, I love ultimate. I've known to play anything. I
Okay.
love all
You-
sports.
Yeah,
Did you
me
get
too.
an ultimate hookup kill?
I think so. If you want to go,
Okay.
bro, 6 p.m.
Oh shit.
It's pretty close.
If anything, I'd go to at least like watch. I don't know if I'd really be able to participate
Yeah.
much.
I don't know how long I'll stay. I might get tired really fast. So if you want to come with me. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
moving
Well,
along.
we know all we need to know about Sam. We can.
That's about
move
it,
on to the
guys.
next pod.
Yep.
No.
See you
We're
next
just
time.
starting, guys. We got a couple more questions right here. Let's
Okay,
see.
okay.
We can go. Start. Yep. I mean, I know you have some. Let's see. What are your maybe your worst pet peeves that you think you have?
My worst like pet peeves that like I
Air
have.
conditioner.
Oh,
Thermostat.
I mean, that's always a constant struggle in our household. Finding the perfect temperature that everyone agrees upon. Usually I'm the one that's like, we can just open the windows, guys. It'll be fine. And then,
You open the
not
window and
everyone's
you melt like right after you open it. You know that kind of weather.
right. Yeah, like today.
Today was
100
pretty
degree.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't have the windows open, for the record. Pet peeves. I think Kyler and I were talking about this the other day with like chewing with your mouth open.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh
just
my
True.
That
God.
shit. That shit
I hate that
bothers
shit.
me. Like I don't know why it bothers me so much.
Because it's a manners thing, dude.
It's just
chew
like
with your mouth closed. It's
I'm like
gross.
hyper vigilant to not do that, but like if I'm talking to someone and like I think I had my mouth open for too long, I immediately go into like anxiety mode. I'm like, fuck, they saw, they know.
Hey, too. No, that's a
yeah,
good one.
that's a big one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other ones. I don't know.
How do
Again.
people not realize when they're doing that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's crazy. Like,
Like you might maybe do it for like a second or two, but like shouldn't your instinct be to like close your fucking mouth when you have fucking giblets in there?
It's
I don't
going
would
to
think
fall
so.
out, you creature.
Dude.
I can't. I'm struggling to think of another one right now.
I mean,
If
you don't
one
have to,
pops
if you
up-
don't have any, yeah, I mean, it's all good. I think one's
Yeah.
good
Ooh,
enough.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What would you say as someone with OCD, like what is the difference between like a pet peeve and when you could feel like your OCD like bothering you?
So by OCD, I feel like people have like this conception of like OCD as like, oh, like cleanliness and like washing your hands and stuff.
Yeah.
But like there's a lot more layers to it. Like for the reasons why people are maybe like washing their hands for a long time or multiple times or what was the question again, Sean?
Like, because I feel like a lot of people might think like a lot of people say they have OCD when it
Right.
might just be like a pet peeve that's bugging them. So like, how do you know that it's like a difference and
Okay.
is it just like much more severe and genuine feeling?
Yeah. So let's take the hand washing for example. I think like a pet peeve of like someone like, oh, they don't like their hands feeling greasy, right? And
Mhm.
that is something for me
That's
too. Where it's
me.
like I
That's
hate when my
me,
hands feel
yeah.
greasy or like dirty. Like if I'm watching a show and I'm eating, I like have to. This happened yesterday where I was like, I wanted to get up and just fucking wash off my hands quick and then come back to watch because I just wanted to feel totally like clean and comfortable. I wouldn't consider that OCD at all. I think that's just kind of like a
Yeah, because
pretty
I'm
normal.
the same way. Like I
Yeah.
can't deal with the Cheeto fingers shit. I have to
Mm.
like I can't feel comfortable until like my hands are clean.
You
know
don't
what
just
I mean?
suck those
Yeah.
puppies dry?
No, I can't. I have to wash them off. I can't. I can suck them dry and then I have to wash them off after.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
there's residual, but
Yeah,
continue.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say like just as an example, like someone washes their hands multiple times. Like say they wash their hands one time, dry them off, and then they feel the need to do it again. It might not even be because they think they're dirty at all. It could just be like maybe it's a thought on their mind. Like OCD some of the time I feel like deals with like magical thinking. And say that you
Like
want
superstition or something?
yeah, like say like, oh, I mean, this is coming from like my past, so this is okay. Let's say like I want to like make sure my girlfriend likes me, right? So
Mm.
if I ever feel like, oh, I'm I don't know, like if you go into washing your hands and then like suddenly you have like a bad thought in your head, like, oh, like and then you have that thought of like, oh, because I had that thought, my girlfriend's not gonna like me anymore. But you don't want that to happen, obviously. So in
Mm.
order to prevent it from happen, this magical thinking, you then will do this compulsion, this act that will in your mind maybe prevent that thing from happening. Obviously, it will do jack shit. It will do nothing. Washing your hands again will do nothing, but some of the
There's
time,
just like an urge where you're like, this
yeah,
makes sense.
you have this urge, and it because it can be very stressful. Like this thought came in your mind, and you're like, "That's very uncomfortable. I want to do something immediately to kind of wash it away."
Mm.
So you'll maybe wash your hands again, or you'll do, it might be a number of different things. That's just one example, but you then will wash your hands again, maybe with a different thought in your mind, or just wash your hands, and that will be the thing that like prevents it. Like that's that action that will prevent it from happening, even though it won't do anything. Like sometimes you have uncomfortable thoughts, and you just, they're just thoughts. You
Yeah.
don't like they're not going to suddenly come true and become reality. But they
But
can be
it's
very
then
uncomfortable, and that
because
action can help to kind of like reduce that like immediate stress, I guess.
there's like the obsession and then the compulsion just
Yep.
follows right along with it. Like you don't even think about it really.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
think you would have that obsessive thought, I think, is kind of what it would be, and then the compulsion would be that action to kind of
Mm.
get rid of it.
Cool.
I think that's kind of I think I'm on the right track. But
Thank you for sharing. I
yeah,
was just curious.
yeah. So it's very different. Like I think like certain portrayals of OCD are not super accurate, and
Yeah.
I feel like people just kind of have a misconception.
Mm.
I think it's pretty normal, but yeah.
Do you think you have like I don't know, like extreme OCD or something, or like normal OCD on it? Like, is that a thing? Because I think I have OCD, but I don't think it's to the extent that like you're kind of explaining what you just explained right now.
Right. I think I did have it pretty extreme where like I would get very stressed out kind of about like the relationship part of it. It was like always involving like my relationship with my ex. And that was a few years ago, and I've gone to therapy and it's helped a lot. And so since then I've
Mm.
been a lot better. But at that time I'd say it was relatively severe. I think there's people that have a lot more severe cases than I had, but like I would really stress myself out. And the more you do those compulsions, the harder it gets to get out of it because the more you rely on it more and more the more you do it.
Yeah.
So it's a vicious cycle, and it's hard to just step out of it and just sit with those uncomfortable thoughts and not do a compulsion. But that's what's going to help is if you just sit with it and realize like, oh, that that thing that I thought was gonna happen, if I didn't do the compulsion, it's not happening. And if it does happen, it's not because you didn't do the compulsion, it's just because it happened. Like, and just it takes a while to like
Yeah.
to get there. But yeah, it took me like years to just, you know, to
Like an
get to where
addiction.
I'm at now. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You're addicted to the compulsions because they feel good right away. But then later on down the line, you're like, oh,
They
it
just get
didn't
in the
really do
way of
anything, and I'm
everything.
just reliant on it, and it's just it's this quick way of getting out of this stressful feeling.
Yeah. Well, that's good that things are better. Hopefully keep getting better.
Yeah.
For you, Sam. But yeah, we can kind of move along here. Maybe we can go on to like a couple of your favorites stuff. We can start off with maybe like your favorite food and drinks, like maybe like even alcoholic or non-alcoholic, doesn't matter.
Hmm. I've always thought that the favorite food thing is difficult. I have a few go-tos. I'll just say,
Yeah,
okay,
you could do like a top 3 or top 5, doesn't matter. Yeah,
one of
it
them
doesn't
that
have to
I'm
be one
like
specific.
one of them that I'm like embarrassed to say is just like I like a good biscuit, Like a Why are
Okay.
you laughing,
Like a
Kyler?
KFC biscuit.
This is why I can't
No,
come out and tell
no, it
people
makes a
that I
lot of
like
sense. I don't know.
biscuits
That's
and
pretty
that they're
common, I
maybe
think. I don't know.
all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, fucking mute this guy, man.
Everyone's
Get
into
him out.
biscuits. Yeah.
All right. No, I actually really do like biscuits. A good
Like biscuits and
biscuit with
gravy kind of biscuits or
like okay, like
British
the
biscuits.
bacon, egg and cheese biscuits from McDonald's, dude.
Fuck
Those
me up.
those are good. Um, I don't know. Biscuits are one, and then cherry pie is another for like a dessert. I do
Okay.
love me some cherry pie. Whenever we have like family gatherings or something, my mom will like have a dessert for like the majority of the family, and then a cherry pie for me because I'm one of the only ones that's like really into it, I think. But
Mm.
yeah, I'm like the cherry pie guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
don't tell people that.
okay,
Yeah,
all
let's
right,
not bring that up anymore.
You should
okay.
probably never say that again.
Favorite
How about
drink?
bevies,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I would say, hmm, fuck. Okay, let's start with an alcoholic beverage. I
Sounds
am a
good.
fan of gin and tonics.
Nah,
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
you knew
he
this was
literally
coming, didn't
thinks
you?
that him saying that makes it sound like he's wearing a suit and stuff.
No, bro.
He came and sat in a chair.
No.
Everyone keep that in mind.
Okay.
He can't even sit in a chair.
I think they're refreshing, okay? I think they're nice. But also, a good whiskey sour. We've been pretty into those lately,
Ooh, whiskey sours are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll learn how to make
Oh,
one.
I was gonna make you a whiskey sour with egg whites when I was in Minnesota last time. But
Oh.
I'll
Wait,
do that
Sean,
next time.
not to interrupt. What is in a whiskey sour? Because I don't know at all.
Yeah.
The ones that I make is just whiskey, simple syrup, lemon juice, and egg white.
Oh, interesting.
They usually don't have an egg white, right? Or they just don't have egg white.
That's like
at normal bars
the
and stuff. I mean, right? Like,
yeah, that's
Yeah,
like the
no.
old fashioned like fancy cocktail way to make it. But otherwise, it's sour mix, which is like stuff you can get in a bottle at a liquor store. And I couldn't tell you what's in it exactly.
Okay.
Garbage.
It's like already pre-mixed.
yeah.
I like those. I used to get vodka crayons a lot. I think that was maybe my first like hard alcohol drink. Because I was with Spike and Holly.
Yeah,
Sean,
Spike
you know,
really likes those. Yeah,
Spike's a big fan, and I think he convinced me.
I was talking to him when I had my stomach issues, and he said he has GERD as well, and that he found out that cranberry juice and vodka were a big reason why, so he doesn't drink them anymore.
Oh.
But
Oh, no.
it's like they were his favorite
Oh.
drink, and now he can't have it. But
Oh my god, feels bad.
Yeah.
Normal regular beverages. I mean, I drink a lot of water, but I wouldn't say it's a favorite. You know, I like a nice glass of lemonade. You know,
Okay.
lemonade's good.
Wait, normal lemonade or like strawberry lemonade?
I like some nice watered down lemonade. You know, so
Okay.
you pour like maybe 3/4 lemonade and then
Little
it
water.
One-fourth
can't be
water.
a bit too like tart and tangy sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes
I
they
feel
can be a little
that.
strong.
Watered down
Yeah.
lemonade is like really refreshing in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
Like
I
I'm
feel
right there
that.
with him.
Yeah,
Mhm,
but
I agree
also
too.
strawberry lemonade is also good too.
It sounded kind of boomer at first, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, nope, that's the way to
No,
do
it's
it.
good. It's really fucking good.
Yeah, no, it is.
I just eat
Yeah.
lemons, actually.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's fucking
No.
extreme.
Yeah, the whole thing. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, we could do more favorites. Maybe what kind of favorite, like your type of music, or if you have a favorite artist.
Oh, let me tell you, G, I'm a big fan of Hippocampus. You guys
Yeah.
ever heard of him? Huh?
We
Huh?
can
Big
switch,
fan.
we
No
can switch this
idea.
one. We can cut this. We can
Yeah,
switch
we could
this.
skip this out.
I
Wait,
like.
who's Hippocampus?
Let me tell you, G. They're a local band from the Twin Cities.
The rest of the podcast.
They're around my age. They once performed
Listen
at
to
my
the rest
school.
of the podcast now.
And I saw I saw them live. I didn't even know of their existence. I saw them live and was like, oh my god, they're so good. I love their music. I love their style. And looked into them. Went on Spotify, found them, fell in love with the music, and
Okay.
I've been a big fan ever since, man.
I gave
No.
Michael my signed backstage pass that I got from them.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did not know that you were also into them. Otherwise, I would have made you fight over it. But
I probably showed Michael Hippocampus. So
I'm pretty
I was
sure
gonna
Michael
steal.
showed it to you. I think
whatever, bro.
Michael showed you.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah.
But no, Hippocampus is probably my favorite band. But I like indie music. I like some classic rock. I like a lot. I'm kind of an old soul when it comes to music overall. I like a lot of oldies music from like the 60s, 70s, 80s.
you liked Charlie Parr, right?
Yeah, no, I do like Charlie Parr as well. Is he from Duluth originally?
He was born in Austin, but he lived in Duluth when he started doing famous people things, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I do like Charlie Parr. I've seen him live twice now. Maybe no, 3 times I think.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I like me some Frank Sinatra as well.
Okay.
Queen as well. But a lot of the stuff I listen to, especially like a few years ago or like when I was first starting college, there's a lot of oldies and stuff. But I like a wide range of music. My main playlist is called I Like Everything, so kind of
Okay.
describes that.
Ooh, I follow it.
Yeah.
Nice to
But
know.
Hippocampus, big fan. So.
Hippocampus -- 1. Got it. Okay.
Subject.
All right.
Yeah, we can move on. We got a couple more favorites here. Maybe any favorite movies or shows that you have?
Oh, I don't know if you guys have seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy before, but
Ooh, we can do
also-
another.
I actually haven't.
We
I
can do
actually
another
haven't.
on this one. Yeah.
I
Oh, you haven't seen
remember
it?
I've actually never
When-
seen Lord of the Rings.
when Sam and I lived together, I was in our like gaming room, and Sam was, or no, I was in the living room watching the Fellowship of the Ring, and Sam was in the gaming room. He wasn't even looking at the screen, and he perfect timing recited the first like 5 minutes of the movie.
I'm not surprised that I
Yeah.
would be doing that.
For
Anyways,
anyone listening, Sam has mental issues, so it makes sense.
wow.
That's
No, it's
a-
okay.
Sam's also the punching bag, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
That'll become clear as time goes on, if it hasn't already become clear.
But you deserve it, so.
Yeah, no, right. But no, big Lord of the Rings fan. The Fellowship of the Ring is probably my favorite movie of all time. TV
Wow.
shows. Big fan of Stranger Things right now. Season 4 is pretty pog.
True.
What else? It's like a TV show that I've always kind of liked. Oh, The Walking Dead. I have watched I haven't watched the most recent season, but I've watched like 9 seasons so far. I've
I heard it
started
kind of
watching.
dropped off.
Yeah, I mean, the newer seasons are all right. Like, I'm still gonna watch like the final season once it's all out. I think they're still releasing a bit, but once it comes out like all on Netflix, I'll probably just binge it or something. But that Breaking Bad was nice. I just watched that fairly recently,
Oh,
actually.
that's a good show. Yeah.
Yeah. The Boys. We've been watching The Boys on
Oh.
Amazon
Oh
Prime.
yeah, I got to see some of that.
Please.
Oh yeah, Kale walked in
I was
quite the time.
going to bed and I was gonna tell him good night, and it was
Oh yeah,
an interesting scene.
opening
I
to one
won't
of the
spoil
episodes.
anything,
Yeah,
but
interesting.
there was an erect dick that I saw.
Ah,
Yep.
And a
So-
man climbed.
Oh wait, don't spoil.
Clumb.
I don't know if it's a
Clumb.
spoiler or not, but he was clumbing in it.
He
He was
clumped up.
clumbing into that dick. Yeah.
Okay, we got the episode name.
Clumbing.
A man clumbed into a dick.
Dick clumbing.
Yeah.
Dick.
But no, the Boys is really good. We're on season 3, episode 4 or
I'm pissed because
Like,
Kaylee and I started watching that show, and then she finished the whole first season when I missed one day.
Yeah.
She does that. Sorry, I had
Wow.
to vent. You go.
No, it's okay.
Who's Kaylee?
We'll have to save that for another episode.
Okay.
No, but yeah, we've been watching The Boys. It's been good. It's been fun. Yeah. It's I think yeah, they're still releasing episodes right now. So, waiting on those, but The Boys is good. I'm trying to think of other stuff. I don't know if you've seen Merlin.
That's
It's,
kind of an
it
older
was-
show, isn't it?
It was older. It was a BBC show, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a soft spot for Merlin as
'Cause
well.
I remember, I think we watched a clip of that in like my high school Brit Lit class or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Merlin as well, but yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
Same.
no, that was good. That's good. Okay, so movie shows. Favorite sports to either watch or play.
Watch. We'll start with watch. I'm actually not like a big sports viewing person. I don't tend to watch I love basketball. Basketball is one of my favorite sports, but I don't actually really watch much of it. I guess I sometimes will watch clips of tennis and volleyball. I think especially since I started getting more into those two sports. Kyler and I have watched some some Rafael Nadal, some Federer,
Oh yeah.
We like some tennis right now.
Yeah.
Currently,
kinda
looking
the-
into tennis. Yeah.
Kind of the tennis meta right now.
Tennis
But yeah,
meta.
yeah, overall I don't watch a ton of sports. I watch esports more than I watch traditional sports. And sports I play right now, tennis, volleyball, spike ball.
Yeah.
You know,
Little
I
ultimate, maybe?
I like maybe ultimate, I love ultimate. I did play in college for a bit. Not it was just an intramural thing. But it was fun. It was really, really fun. Yeah, I like a lot of different sports.
Wait,
so.
did you play sports in high school?
Yeah, I
Like
played
on the teams and shit?
yeah, I played football, basketball, and then no, please don't.
I was
and then
waiting for it.
and then I saw football, basketball.
Which position did you play? in
Stop. I played
Start with
football,
basketball,
basketball,
maybe,
and
yeah.
baseball. Baseball until my senior year, and then my senior year I did not I did not play. I instead quit baseball and I was in track my
And
senior
he
year.
high jumped 6 feet like a fucking boss.
Hell yeah, only in practice though. I never did it in a meet because
Well, hey,
you know.
that's I pole vaulted 2 feet higher than I ever did in a meet once, so in practice. So
Yeah,
it is
but
what it is.
I'm very proud of how I performed in track for just 1 year of being in it. Got to sections and high jump and long
You did
jump.
like
That was
some
pretty
relays and
nice.
stuff too, right?
Yeah. Did what would it be, the 4x1 and 4x2?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were stressful.
Very-
The baton
4x1
toss or
especially.
the handoff is always, it's always stressful. I think I remember one specifically where I was like the third position, handing it off to Lucas Zimba. He was the last leg of it,
Mm.
and we dropped it. There was a little, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember being real sad, boy,
Little
about
tension.
it. Yeah.
Is
But
that not the only thing you've dropped in your high school sporting
God
career?
fucking damn it. No,
Tell
I
us- tell
I
us about it.
actually set myself up for that. No,
I
we're
was
not
like,
gonna.
that works way too well. I
No,
had to.
yeah, it really did. God damn it. Okay. I mean, it was my junior year. Sean loves to bring this up. I was randomly brought into the game right before
Football,
halftime,
in
I think.
football,
In
yeah.
football. This is football now. I was randomly
Sam's
brought
a
in.
wide receiver in football, yeah.
Yep.
And
Yes,
safety,
Kyler, thank
if I
you.
remember
So your
correctly.
job
And-
is
yeah.
to do what, right? Can you explain to the audience what the wide receiver does in football?
I swear to God, man. I swear to God.
Well, explain. There's people who are going to listen who do not know what a wide receiver is.
That's
My
a
job
good
was
point,
to,
actually.
my job was to catch the ball.
Wait, do you have any other jobs, or it's just to catch the ball, right? Like you don't have to do
Goddamn.
taxes
Shut
or
up!
anything
Shut up!
like that,
Shut
right?
up! Let
I don't
me
know.
talk. Shut up. So I was randomly brought in the end of the half. There's the last play, right? My coach was just like, "Sam, get in there." And I hadn't been in for a play yet. I don't think. Maybe I was in for like some special team stuff or something. But I was then brought in.
It's
He's
like in the movie, like, all right, get in there, and they don't even look at
Yeah.
you. They're just like, you know what this is. Get in there.
Yep, that was my moment.
The music
and
comes on, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so
Slow motion as you're lining up and staring into the eyes of the guy across from you.
Yep. I stared him
Okay.
down. I could see the fear in his eyes. And then he could probably see the fear in my eyes because I was very scared. But I was supposed to run a fly route. That's it was a 9, right,
Yep.
Sean?
Straight
So
to
I
the end
just
zone, baby.
just run straight down the field, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure I passed the guy. Like I ran by him. I was pretty fast.
Wide open
I
field.
beat him. I had some room. And, instead of continuing to run normally, I began to like backpedal, I think. And
Yeah, I remember you said you like turned around a little too soon
Yeah.
because I don't know how wide receivers can do it because keeping track of the ball while it's in the air and running is like that's too much for me. I just had to push people.
Yeah. So it was so they did pass it to me. Quarterback passed it to me. I was open. I should have just kept running normally, but I maybe turned too soon. The backing up, like the backpedaling to me feels like really long, but it was maybe like a pretty quick thing. And I think I like tried to like jump at it, but I think I jumped a little early. I didn't move down the field enough and I came up short. The ball went over my head, went over my hands, and I did indeed miss it. Are you happy, Kyler? Is that what you wanted?
Feels
Is that what you wanted, Kyler?
That story. That's
Oh, you
really
didn't?
sad. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it was I was pretty sad about it. But I then went on to improve and get better, used it as motivation, right? But yeah, that's just one sports
Did you
memory.
guys win or lose that game?
Son of a bitch. Can we move on?
I think we did lose
Actually,
that. I had a
I
really
actually
cool
do
sack.
not
in that
know.
game.
Yeah, I actually don't remember if we won that.
I think we just barely lost that one.
Oh, like by like a touchdown, maybe? I don't know.
It
Okay,
was
let's go.
within a
Let's-
touchdown for sure. But
Okay,
Oh my
next question.
god.
I had a really cool sack, and then I got up and beat my chest like a gorilla.
Hell yeah.
What?
Monkey man.
If it helps, Sam, I don't remember that play at all until you brought it up like 5 years later. So,
And now Sean will continue to bring it up.
but now I remember it every day.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But no, yeah, in football I played wide receiver and safety on defense for the most part.
Okay. All right. Okay. So interesting stories there for sports. We can move on to. We could go on to maybe your favorite video games that you had. Maybe
Um,
now and like even back in the day, maybe like growing up and everything.
Okay. Now I don't play video games. Not much of a gamer anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I just can't sit in my chair, so I haven't played much for games. But
He's pro.
um,
Can't play.
I've been playing League of Legends for like what 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's been a mainstay. It's been kind of my main game for probably most of that time. Let me
That's
just
a
bring up
third of
my
our life. Holy shit. I
yeah.
just realized
Yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah.
not
Uh,
proud of it, but you know.
Right. So that's been, it's been a main game for a while. I've been playing Disco Elysium, which I really like. I haven't
Oh,
gotten
nice.
super far into it, but it is a very cool game. The art style is very unique, super interesting.
Is that top down like the Miami whatchamacallit?
I'm not sure which game you're talking about. It
Hotline
is kind of
Miami.
Hotline
Hotline
Miami, yeah,
Miami,
because it's
Okay.
the same studio, right?
Oh, it might be. Yeah. I'm not
The
actually
soundtrack
sure.
in that is sick. I just want to say that
Yeah.
right now. That's a
In
really good
Hotline
soundtrack
Miami.
in that game.
It's
I
not
guess I can look that
it's
up for
not
myself.
top down like that. It's like top down, like I don't
Let me
know.
look up Hotline Miami.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Disco Elysium.
It's
It's a
not
detective
top down
game.
like that. Like it's kind of like an angled perspective.
Oh,
Like it's
okay. This looks like
yeah.
I would enjoy it.
No, yeah, it's
I've heard it a million times. I've never actually even looked at it, so it
yeah,
looks pretty
no,
cool.
it's super cool. I've also always been into like the Elder Scrolls games. I started playing with Oblivion. That was one of my favorite games. Like I was obsessed with that shit when it came out. I didn't have an Xbox, and that's what it came out on first.
Who gave you an Xbox?
Okay, we'll get to that maybe. But I would
Certainly no one
go.
you'd leave at a football game.
Okay, all right. So I would go over to one of my friend's house because he had an Xbox and he had Oblivion. This isn't Michael. This is another friend. We would hang out and play video games a lot of the time, but I was really wanting to play Oblivion, so I was probably really annoying, being like, "Let's hang out today. Let's hang out today," like every day, just so I
Just
could
go over
like
there and
play
then talk to him. He
Oblivion
just plays
or like
You can
Xbox.
watch me play.
well, like I think no, I think for the most part I watched him play,
Oh,
but like I loved it. Like I thought it was like such a cool game because it was this big open world. You'd use swords and bows and all this shit, and I loved it because I mean I was
Magic.
obviously yeah, and magic. It was really really cool, and obviously I'm super into Lord of the Rings, and so I've always wanted to like I've always been into like pretending to like be in that world, and that was another way of feeling like you are in like this medievally kind of fantasy world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really really cool. And then I eventually did get it when it came out for PS3, and then got it for my PC as well. I think Michael maybe gave it to me on my PC, but um, yeah, no, the Elder Scrolls games I've always loved them. Skyrim as well. And then the Dragon Quest series, Dragon Quest 8, when that first came out on PS2. I don't know if you guys have played Dragon Quest games, but
Is
it's
that
a
the one they
JRPG.
remade? Did they like remake one?
I'm
Maybe
not
not.
sure.
Okay, never mind.
But so Dragon Quest 8, yeah, it's another like open world, turn-based JRPG. But again, it was something where I was like, oh, this cool open world that I could explore. It was a very like new kind of thing to me. This was after we moved back from Arizona. We were living with my grandpa for a while, and I would take over the TV in the kitchen sometimes just to play it. Um, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, I remember just being very obsessed with playing Dragon Quest 8 and loving the game. I still haven't fully beat it. I don't think I've beat it yet. I have it on my computer now. And also have Dragon Quest 11, which is another really cool Dragon Quest game that's come out. Manny has played it, our friend Manny, and you know, he probably finished it, and I've gotten through like maybe a tenth of it because I can't finish
It's
a game to
hard
save my
work to
life.
finish bigger games like that.
Yeah,
I the same way.
A lot of
Yeah.
work, yeah.
yeah. I'm kind of notorious for not finishing games.
Like Hale said, the attention span is
Yeah,
definitely
no.
a part of it.
My attention span
That's
is
true,
so
yeah.
small nowadays.
Yeah. So,
Do you remember when
Um,
like you started gaming, or like was that like one of your first games?
well, I think one of the first games I played was actually Duck Hunt. I remember playing Duck Hunt when I was
Yeah.
younger.
Hell
Yeah. And because was it on NES or
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, and so we had that. We had like our Game Boy. I played Tetris a lot on that. God, this dates me. Jesus Christ. Uh, but no, it's a lot of the older games. I think maybe I don't know if we had Pokemon games actually. Trying to think. Oh, there was this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game I played on I think the Game Boy. That
Oh,
shit was
nice.
fun. Yeah,
There is not a single bad Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. The arcade game is good.
yeah.
The Game Boy
Did that?
game is
Yeah.
good.
Do they have it at Up Down?
I think they might. I've definitely played it there
Oh,
before. I don't know if it's still there,
okay.
but it's a super fun like 4-player like side-scrolling fighty game.
I wanna say we maybe played it once. Um,
I feel like we did.
yeah. But
Good stuff.
yeah, Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was also a big one for me. N64 was the console that I like really started getting into games. Played Donkey Kong 64, Pokemon Stadium, Ocarina of
Mhm.
Time, Star Fox 64. I actually beat Star Fox as a kid. I never beat Ocarina of Time because I literally could just explore and I was content just doing that, going fishing, fucking killing random enemies, riding the horse. Fucking loved riding the horse, man.
Would you say that was you being happy with that, or you? I know looking back at myself playing games, I was an idiot and I didn't understand anything that the game was telling me to do. Was it
It
a
was
little of
probably a
both?
mix. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah. And I think when we played, I think we bought like a used version of the game, so there was other people's save files on there. So there were ones where they were further along, and I think I'd kind of switch off and on, and like sometimes go to like later in the game when I was more grown up Link and I had different swords and stuff. And
Dude, I
but
feel like that's where gaming has to go back to. Now it's all fucking microtransactions. That's a story for another time. Write that down for episode 7 when we're done
write
with
that
this.
down, goddammit.
Episode
Go for Sean.
7, yeah.
When it's Sean's turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
microtransactions.
Transactions. Yeah.
All right. Actually, so I have a couple more questions here, but I think we're getting close to time. It actually went by a lot faster than I thought.
Goddamn.
So maybe
How
we
long
can
do we
try to
have,
speed
Gil?
run these few questions.
Rapid
Okay, I'm
fire.
ready.
Yeah. So we can start off. When you found out about Twitch and any favorite Twitch streamers that you have, maybe.
I don't remember when I found out about Twitch. I'm trying to think. I think I'm similar. Like Caleb mentioned, he watched I'm a Cutie Pie as one of like his main
Mhm,
first
mhm.
streamers. I think, right?
Yeah.
And he was one of the first streamers that I watched relatively consistently too. I want to say it was like senior year of high school, early college, somewhere around there, where I was starting to watch Twitch a bit more, and I think probably around my sophomore year or so, maybe started streaming.
Did you say of college?
Yeah, sophomore
Okay.
year of like college, I maybe started streaming about then. But um, as of
We still.
late, I think I've gotten more into Twitch like in the last like 2, 3, maybe 4 years. But
Mhm.
yeah,
So going off that though, what you said around sophomore of your college year you started streaming. Like, what made you want to start streaming, or like, like, why did you decide to stream for yourself? I guess for the first time.
I don't necessarily know why. I guess I streamed maybe just to try it out and see what would happen. Just to be like, oh, like maybe some of my friends will watch me play. I don't actually necessarily know. I think
Mhm.
I just wanted to try it out for myself because I would see these people stream and wanted to
Mhm.
see what it was like. And I think I did really enjoy because I'm pretty introverted. But like I like, you know, communicating with people still, but like this adds a screen in between. I don't have to be face to face with people. So maybe it's a little less like draining for me
You're
to
kind of still
like
in your like own bubble almost.
yeah,
Until
like
someone
it's
points out your crusty closet, and then
right. And then it's like, okay, I need a week away. Yeah.
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 No, but I don't know. Yeah, I would like to start streaming again, but I think I have always wanted to just stream when I feel like I really want to. I never want to feel like I have to.
Mhm. I feel
And
that.
but I do think like I sometimes prevent myself from doing it because I'm always like, oh, I should have something different when I stream again. Like I should have something cool to show my friends or something.
Mm,
But in the reality, it's like I think if I want to stream, I should just
you
go
are
for
should
the
it.
do it.
something
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
No, exactly. I actually going off that too, because I actually really enjoyed when you used to stream. Like I used to like going into your streams, even when sometimes you would just be working like on your projects, or like you would just be chilling, or like your fucking scenes that you do with like the Sky Island and shit. I
Yeah.
loved all that shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was a very
wow. Like
chill stream.
yeah, so going off the, yeah, I loved your stream. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So just going off that, I wanted to ask like why, because I can't remember the last time you streamed, if I'm being honest. So like why did you stop streaming, I guess, and like what happened like with that, I guess.
I don't remember when it was. It's been months since. I mean, let's be honest. Part of it was probably because I got into a relationship. We'll just point that one out. But I think even before then, I wasn't streaming much.
Mhm.
I think it was just like I maybe just wasn't feeling it, or just maybe I didn't have as many projects to work on, or I don't know. I think I maybe just fell out of maybe a slight like routine that I had of maybe streaming maybe like once or twice a week, and then just kind of stopped and just didn't really start up again. I guess there was no particular reason why.
Okay.
I don't think, but
Maybe would you say it was like burnout maybe, or was it just like a lack of interest?
maybe it was more. I don't think it was burnout. I think it was maybe more lack of interest. And I think I've always really enjoyed watching streams like in the background of whatever I'm doing. And when I do stream, I'm not able to like necessarily like watch other people stream like while I'm streaming. I'm kind of doing my own thing, right?
Yeah.
But I love
It,
watching Hassan has been the streamer I've watched. I've mentioned him already, but I watch him every day, and if I'm to stream during the day, you know, I'm not gonna be able to watch. So I think that's part of it too. It's just like I want to
you could
watch
just
other
do what
people stream.
Mizkif does and react to other streamers.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
That's right. Shots fired. Fuck you. Just kidding.
But I do think that's maybe part of it is just like wanting to, do other things, like watch other streams rather than streaming myself. Um,
Yeah.
I see.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I would like
Uh,
to start again at some point.
Poggers, hell yeah. I
You
would be
should.
fucking excited to have you back for sure. As I'm sure others would as well. I think like almost everybody that or at least that from our friend group for sure. I'm sure they all enjoyed your streams as well as much as I did for sure.
Yeah,
We
right.
gotta find Sky Island.
Bro, we have to find it.
Wow.
Where is
But
it?
yeah. So yeah.
Where is Sky? Oh, wrong one. Oh.
Oh, God damn it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good, Sean.
That was good. Okay. We get more kind of we're coming up close to like to the end of the questions here. I think we're doing okay on time now. So I guess one of these how did you come up with the username you have, like maybe on Twitter, even League, and does it mean anything to you?
I think I saw this question on your list, G, and I was trying to think for myself, like, do I actually know how I came up with the name? I think God, I don't even know. Okay, my username before used to be, let's go back in time a little bit.
Yeah.
My first username, I think it was like Monkey Man Sam 22. It was based off of like, oh, my arms are hairy, lol, like monkey.
Very like middle high school.
I was
Yeah,
not
it's
aware
like
of this.
it was like middle school, right? But okay, you start to see a little similarity between that name and a future name. The next one I think was B-Ball Man Sam 32. So instead of 22, it's 32 now, and now it was, B-Ball Man, B-Ball Man Sam. That one I kept for a long time. I think that was
Mhm.
actually my first Twitch username. And then I think that account got hacked, and they probably spammed a bunch of shit, and it got banned.
Mm.
So yeah. So then I needed to come up with a new name. Breffy came up, and I think it was a name that like I would used to say things like this sounds
Ref Slef.
Yeah, Bref Slef was, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
we'd say like random stuff kind of like that. And I played around with names like Sleffy or like, and then yeah, Breffy was one of them. And I think I always kind of just liked how it sounded, and just I don't know, I just stuck with it and was like, I want to go with this and move on from BB Allman. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't necessarily know why I picked it, but it felt right, you know?
Hey, that's all that matters. It doesn't have to be for
Yeah.
a specific reason.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I mean we're coming along to this is the final question right here, I think.
Okay.
Let's go. Just talking about the podcast now, what I know like how I and everything too, but like what made you actually want to be a part of the podcast yourself?
I've always thought it would be cool to be a part of a podcast. I mean, when Kale brought up the idea, and I think he brought it up to me, before we actually even like created it. I think Kale had like talked about. I think a number of us have maybe talked about like doing some sort of like podcast or something before, and I was always like, yeah, that'd be sick. I've always thought it'd be interesting to like see how it would be. I think I've always been like a pretty like relatively anxious person though, so it is difficult for me, especially to have a fucking whole episode dedicated to me, but it's fine.
Hey, you're doing
But
great. I think
Yeah,
you did
you're doing
great, to
good.
be honest. Yeah.
I think, yeah, I've always thought it would be just cool to see how it is, and like I think it's almost like an exercise for me too, just to like go out and just speak my mind, say whatever is on my mind, just like more freely speak my mind. And I think that's always been a difficult thing for me to do because I get in my
Feels
head
kind of
about like,
therapeutic.
yeah, like
Right.
being
Yeah.
able to just kind of talk, say what you want, and like not have regrets. That's the big thing for me is like if I say something or if I feel like, oh, I wish I would have said that or that differently or something, like I've struggled with that. Like if I rewatch an episode, I'm like, oh man, I wish that was different.
Yeah.
So now going forward, I'm using the podcast as kind of an outlet to just go through it, not have any regrets, and just whatever I say, I guess I say.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens, and so it has been just really nice to see how it goes, and just I don't know, it's just fun to like like just talk with friends too, and just hang out. So
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. It's the whole point of it.
yeah,
We should just pay the fucking $12 to do more podcasts. I don't want to stop,
I already
baby.
did. I already did.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I should have mentioned that. I forgot. We couldn't post the last episode because it's too long, and I was like, I don't want to make Sam cut off a minute or 2 minutes or whatever. So I was like,
Okay.
it's just.
If you want,
whatever.
I can like Venmo you for whatever it costs.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I'm down to split it as well for
Okay.
sure.
It's
We can figure it out
$2.40.
later. Oh, that's too much. I'll send you $2 for
my
sure.
God.
That's so fucking
No, but okay, like that pretty much wraps up all my questions I have here. So if any of you guys have like any other questions you guys want to ask Sam, or like if Sam, if you have any like anything like any other like interesting stories or anything that you can think of that you want to say as well, I think we have a couple more minutes here, so we can probably end off on like
We can talk
any
about the
questions
party
that-
bus.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
Party bus?
sorry, how long do we have?
We have like 3 minutes.
Oh,
3
okay.
minutes to
I
talk
thought we
about the
had-
party bus?
Yeah.
I thought we had a little bit more than
I
that.
don't know if we have enough time.
We can
dude.
save.
Yeah.
Okay, the party bus is gonna take a little longer to talk
Okay.
Yeah,
about.
it's gonna take a
Okay,
while.
we
We
can
can
hold
save it
off.
for another
That could be a whole
podcast.
own episode. it
Yeah,
sounds like.
dude. you
Wait,
guys gotta
what is the
wait till
party
next
bus?
week.
I don't know what's
Oh,
happening
God.
right now. What?
Man.
I'll
Was
just
that your brother's
a little
birthday?
preamble, yeah. If Sam's brother's Sam's brother's girlfriend's birthday. Sam, Kyler, and I went to their party bus and hung out with them for the night. It was a little crazy, you know.
Wait, is this fairly recent?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last weekend.
Okay, yeah, we can save that for another episode for sure. Then if it's gonna be that spicy, I
That's
guess.
got to be a whole episode in and of
A
itself.
whole
if not a
ad- no
two-part
way.
series.
Parties, the party bus.
Okay, now
part
you're
one.
hyping it up a little bit, and I'm like,
Okay, don't
I don't
hype it,
know.
don't
I
hype
was
it. We
there.
just-
I know.
Oh,
It was a wild time.
okay.
I think we would need a good 10 to 20 minutes to get through it, honestly.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
So you guys should be prepared for that one on the next episode. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Who's getting interviewed next week? Is Kyler?
It's
Kyler,
gonna be
Kyler,
my boy. It's your boy KP.
I'm not getting
Yay.
interviewed.
Yeah, you are.
Bro, the party
Oh,
bus includes you,
bro.
so it's be perfect. We can use
I
the
already
episode.
told you guys I'm gonna be difficult about
Yeah,
it. Well, I said
the-
we'll deal with it then.
The party
I
bus
mean,
can eat
yeah,
up like
but
20
we
minutes of
need
the
to do you
episode.
next. If we want to talk about the party bus because we're
Yeah,
with
but
the
I'm gonna
Cal
be difficult. You have to
It's
like
okay, no
coax me
worries.
with like maybe like a treat or something.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
that's a good boy,
I'll
Kyler.
fucking
That's
give
a
you
good
a-
boy.
I'll give you a
What?
treat right here.
Oh,
Maybe next
pants
Sunday bring
grab.
home a milkshake or something.
Someone go
Sam.
rub his tummy.
Yeah.
Someone give him tummy time.
my
I'm
God.
fucking-
Tummy time? Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
That's been me, man.
Dude,
I've been doing tummy time.
Literally
Lying down
all
on a
day, every
blanket,
day.
making sure my back feels okay.
Binky? Binky's
Shitting in
tummy
your britches.
time.
Binky, can I start calling you Binky, Sam? Please.
Oh,
You go ahead, man.
Okay. I'm glad that we have that kind of relationship.
Oh
my
god.
god.
You're gonna come into the kitchen. Hey, Binky, what's
Hey,
up?
Binky.
Hey, Binky. And I'll be like, Hey, Roach, what's going on,
Oh,
buddy?
Binky and Roach sounds like a detective
and,
TV show.
It does. It sounds like some type of like comedy.
It's like Starsky and Hutch,
Yeah, a little bit.
Turner and
Oh,
Hooch,
fuck.
Binky and Roach.
Shit.
Kian Roach.
Oh my god.
Get into wacky scenarios.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what will happen next time on Binky and Roach?
Binky and Roach.
And there's like
I
some
don't
wacky
like this.
sounds.
Yep.
Or like the Hanna-Barbera bongos, like boop 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 boop.
Oh god. Well, I mean, we got our next what would be the word? Our next plan for what we're gonna do when we make it big on the podcast. Yeah, we're gonna make
We're
Binky
making a
and
TV
Roach.
show called Binky and Roach.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm just
That can't go badly.
It could be an episode that's just Kyler and Sam.
we're gonna my actor's gonna be just a thing of kale.
I want to eat him later, like at some point in there. Yeah.
All right, we're hitting an hour. I just want to say thank you everyone for listening to the podcast. We really appreciate it. If you have any feedback, we'd love to hear it. And see you next week, I guess. Anybody got anything
Thanks
to
for
say?
listening.
Thank you for
Sam, you have a
listening.
wonderful and interesting life. You did good.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.